Hey, good evening, Logan back. Hey, I thought we're on the eve of something pretty special here in New Zealand tonight, and thought I might do another video. I thought I'd just fill you in on my journey to the point where I'm at so far. 2 years ago, I was just a standard farmer, chipping away here with my family, and I was annoyed with the government's regulations, so we got together and we formed Groundswell. About 6 months after that, I went to a meeting about the state of our current government and the direction they were heading, and I walked out of that meeting and thought, these guys are nuts, they're crazy. And but I went home, and for the next 6 to 8 months, I watched everything that they told me would happen unfold in front of my eyes, and it was unreal to watch it happen. Yeah, it's crazy to think it, but once you've been told, you can't unhear it, you can't unsee it. And as soon as I see mainstream media now, I laugh at how simple it is to see through it. We've just found out today that these mandates in New Zealand have been unlawful. So New Zealand mainstream media, it's time to man up. You guys know now that you're not telling the truth. You get $54 million of funding. It's not a bribe, it's funding, but you do have to apply and you do have to fit the narrative to get the 54 million. So ask yourself if you're okay with that. So I think we need a little bit of context around the truth. Something I've been looking at today, 607 people took their own life in New Zealand last year. That's far too many. It's not good. 320 also died on our roads. So we've been in COVID for almost 2 years now, I believe. So with a quick bit of addition there, we get to 1,840 deaths. During this time of COVID and our lockdowns, we were borrowing $1 billion a week. What do you think we could have done, New Zealand, for $1 billion a week? That money put into suicide prevention, that money put into road safety, we wouldn't have had to save much of a percent of those lives to make a hell of a difference to people in New Zealand. Now, during the same period, 56 to 57 people have died from COVID. But here's the catch. You've got to watch mainstream media. They use little words. You've got to watch the small ones. They have died with COVID. One of them had gunshot wounds to his chest. He still went on the telly. So, yeah, New Zealand, if you think something doesn't quite add up here, please come and join us tomorrow. Get out on the streets if that's all you can do. Drive with us for an hour, but don't sit at home and think this is going to go away, because it's not. These guys are serious. They've got a plan, and they plan to implement it on all of us. So the only way this is going to stop is if every New Zealander makes it stop. We can't all go to Wellington, we can't all protest, I get that. But if we comply, it continues. So please, stop believing the lies, stop complying, and we've actually got a chance to win this. Now, what prompted me to do this video, I got a phone call last night from a 46-year-old farmer from Southland, and we were talking about the current situation, and I said to him, if this government thinks they're going to have my children grow up in a society where they cannot make choices over what goes in their own body, I said to him that they will do so over my dead body. Now this man, he started talking about his children and he broke down crying. And that's what this government does not realise they are doing to New Zealanders. They are pushing us to the point where 607 of us decided we couldn't take it anymore, and a lot of them are children. It's not okay, and we need to make it stop. So, yeah, this video is just pretty much to point out that those of us that are aware, we know exactly the ties this government has to the United Nations. But I get a feeling that this country is becoming united against them. And I urge you all to get out on the streets, get in your vehicles, get in your boat, let's cross that strait, and yeah, let's show how united we can be. Cheers.